Hello, today I'll be talking about replacing standard database forms, which are ubiquitous, with natural language interfaces. My name is Michael Minnock, and I have a startup, C-Phrase Technologies. So the origins of C-Phrase. C-Phrase stands for catchphrase, and it was originally inspired by Todd's paper in which he discussed the importance of paraphrasing. So what's always critical with natural language interfaces is that after you do the interpretation, that you repeat back the question to the user so that they can have some confidence that they were properly understood by the system. Originally, I had an XBAR type of kind of formal grammar type of way of doing the interpretation, but in 2017, I went over to semantic tractability, and I have an EACL paper that describes that. And again, thanks to Anna Maria for answering all my questions about this. She was very, very helpful in letting me see a little bit more into semantic tractability as I did this formalization. So in 2018, I decided to go for commercialization. I thought, let's take this to the real world. So the next period, 2018 to 2020, was what I would basically say building. So the original system was actually written in Lisp, so there was going over to more modern programming language, Python, and a more more mature stack like React, AWS, Flask, etc. In 2020, I got really the first real customers, and these customers were all small businesses, and there were actually quite a bit of variety in what they wanted. But the two main use cases that emerged was this use case of data democratization. So people who don't want to or don't have the ability to specify SQL would still like to kind of delve into the database and see kind of what's going on in the company's database. So kind of opening that up to non-technical staff. And the second one was a problem or use case of data curation. So the idea here is that you use the natural language update facilities to change the data in the database. So you're doing this constant questioning of the data, kind of probing around, seeing problems in the data, and then doing natural language updates to fix the data. So that's a data curation use case. So the findings from this is that I would say that there is an appetite for replacing forms-based interfaces with forms-based interfaces with natural language or natural language menus type solutions. The thing though is that we always need to be to keep a lookout for Schneiderman's the problems that Schneiderman has pointed out with reliability and frustrations the user can experience. So lots of things like, for instance, the paraphrasing I think helps a lot about with just the feeling of reliability. And then extending the class of questions that the system can handle really helps with this kind of this idea that you get more reliability and you get kind of more complete sense of that you can really interrogate the database. And then, of course, things like point-click construction of questions is also something that we've experimented with. But in general, our approach is very empirical. We think we can measure the engagement and the productivity of users over these kind of systems. So we're going to explore lots of different design techniques and different techniques in general to try to confront these and to ameliorate these objections. So the next question might be like, why now? Why semantic tractability? Why did what I saw with semantic tractability? Why did that motivate this commercialization effort in 2018? The main issue that the semantic tractability offers is that it really does radically simplify the configuration. So in the economics of these kind of systems, we really need to bring down the configuration cost and make it very simple for normal database administrators. Or just normal authors. The semantic tractable approach, I think that it offers much better properties when it comes to that than machine learning or hand-built grammars. And another thing also is there's an actual theory to drive things. So we don't have the time to really go into this so much, but if we had like the truth of like what the mapping should be from a natural language expression to a set of queries, or a set of interpretations, the correct interpretations. Then the conjecture here is that under suitable assumptions, if C-phrase were the semantic tractable approach, if it answers the question, then within the interpretations it returns back, that intersects with the actual true semantic function. So it's still a conjecture, it still needs a lot of formal work, but basically, if C-phrase can answer the question, then within the answer set, there is the correct answer. So that's a nice property to have. So in conclusion, this is exciting stuff. I think there's a good future in it. So please visit Cphrase, the company website, if you want to learn more. And then also make contact if you want to join us in this quest in one way or another, or if you're just interested and kind of want to do some evaluation over things. So we're very open to feedback and to hearing from people. Okay, thank you.